Hello everyone, Kawaii Critic here, and welcome to my very first movie review. Switching things up, talking about Equestria Girls, Legend of Everfree. So, we begin this movie on a bus, knowing that our six humanoid main six in this universe are going to a camping trip, and everyone's excited, except Twilight seems to still be a little nervous after the previous movie, after dealing with her alternate version of herself, which I don't remember the name of it, but I'll just call her Evil Twilight just for simplicity's sake. Anyways, Twilight is still super nervous about it, and they come across these two very super excited camp counselors, one female, one male, brother and sister, and they seem to be arguing over stuff, and things between them get a little rocky. And of course, the new relationship between this Twilight Sparkle and the boy named Timber, I believe his name was, and that take place throughout the movie. Of course, get a bit of more Flash being disappointed in that, and yeah, that gets a bit weirder at the later in the movie. But anyways, as the events start occurring, magic starts to appear, and as soon as the story of the Everfree is told, there is, of course, some ramblings and rumblings about what's going on, and we learn that the really rich guy, what's his name? Filthy Rich, I think his name is, or I might be confusing that with the female, but anyways, he's there and he's trying to take over the camp, and all this magical stuff is happening. They are trying to work on this dock, mainly as this supposedly gift that to the camp, that everyone that goes there gives something to the future of the camp. But apparently, we learn later in the movie that this might be the very last experience. And with the magic going crazy, Twilight assumes that it is the evil version of herself, and Sunset over here is all, you know, it's not you, and there's something else going on. So she starts to investigate, and at first they think it's Timber because he has all this suspicious glitter and he's going toward the cave, but it turns out he was just covering for his sister, who found this cave with this crystal-like thing in it, and she used the magic by herself and for dark purposes, and she was trying to help, but she just didn't know how to quite control all of that magic. She was holding all of the crystals at once, or at least most of them, and then they showed flashes of her later in the movie that she was the one that was causing all these random magical events to occur. And Sunset keeps encouraging Twilight to use her magic along with the others to break free out of this forest-like area that that the sister created, and she keeps doubting herself. But they say that it's the magic of friendship that's the good kind of magic, and that will allow Twilight to, of course, break free of the evil version of herself. And along with the other six, they get their crystals, and they all use their magic, and yeah. And then they decide to forgive the camp counselor and help her out with a fundraiser, some sort of party, and yeah. So that's about it as far as the overall what happens in the movie. There's a lot of musical numbers, of course, most of them revolving around the word Everfree. I don't know how many times they used the word Everfree in this movie. It felt a little bit overused, I want to say. Uh, the music was fine, but anyways, even with the amount of use of Everfree in each song, like, I don't know, it was just a little bit much. Um, as far as compared to the other movies, it's okay. I think this helps build the what happened in the third movie because I don't know, I assume that most people have issue with the third movie, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen a lot of reviews for the third Equestria Girls movie. Can't remember the name right now. I think that was Rainbow Rocks, or no, the Equestria Games was the third one. I think I'm getting confused. I think it's the Equestria Games was the third one. Anyways, I think that helps boost the third. This movie helps build the third movie up a bit more, while the second movie is probably considered still the best one of the four. I think I don't know. Um, I think the Equestria Girls has found its own place, and it still has the same characters essentially that it always has, and it has this sort of overarching thing going on now, with now all four movies having, the first three having Sunset Shimmer do the whole arc, and now we're seeing it happen to Twilight now, because there of course there are two main characters of these movies. Um, and the ending, as of most, it seems like there's still a bit of magic coming out of that original portal that they had discovered in the first movie. Um, so, is there going to be a fifth movie? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I don't know what it would be about at this point. I think they have exhausted school. Um, they're in this one they're exclusively camping, although they're still a part of the school. I feel like if this were to continue, it might still they might still be in school, but they might be in another location most likely. I wouldn't know, but um, yeah, it's a pretty okay movie. I thought it was fine the way it was. I enjoyed it. Had a few moments, the recurring breaking of the thing that they were building kept breaking throughout the movie. Um, yeah, I think, and as far as other jokes go, hit or miss. I mean, it's okay. Overall, I would give it like a 6 out of 10. I usually don't score things, but, change it up for a little bit for movie reviews. And if this goes over well, I might review more movies later down the line. But for now, I'll call it here. And with that being said, this has been Kawaii Critic, and you like what you've seen, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!